Since it is logical to conclude that you will kill us in any event, I choose not to cooperate.
I hate Vulcans. I hate the logic. I hate the arrogance. Very well.
So welcome, guys. Yeah, she hates the logic. She hates Vulcans, but most people, including me, like Vulcans. Vulcans and Romulans, that's the topic for today. And we could also call them British and Americans, or Limeys and Yanks. I know people have a very sort of strict, not really strict, but certainly well-defined notion of Vulcans and Romulans. So this morning I was catching up on some podcasts and was watching Piers Morgan, one of my favorite podcasts. You know, was talking the topics of the day, all the topics, and the election and what have you. And he had on an American guy, you know, talking about, again, the election, what happened. And it just occurred to me, I'm like, well, Piers is like a Vulcan because he's sort of straight-laced in the upper crust and the stiff upper lip. And the American guy was, just kind of hanging out, and he was more emotional. Not that Brits aren't emotional, but they've got this sort of, I guess, veneer, you could call it, this more guarded sort of, veneer and persona. And as we know, the Vulcans and the Romulans, both the same people or race, and then the Romulans broke away, hundreds or thousands of years ago, whatever. They became Romulans, but it's kind of like our story. The American colony, USA, broke off from good old Britain, and we're Americans. They're British, Vulcans and Romulans. Now, I know in terms of official lore and, Star Trek officialdom, we've got Vulcans and Romulans are sort of the Romans, right? Some people have said the Chinese. I was reading in articles that they're Chinese, or maybe there was aspects of that. But for the most part, Romulans, Romulus, Romans, right? Now, there's many episodes that deal with the interaction and interplay of Vulcans and Romulans. One of my favorites from the classic original series is the Enterprise incident with Spock and the beautiful Romulan commander. And they're trying to get the cloaking device. Great one if you haven't seen it. Then in the Next Generation universe, you had a lot of interaction between Captain Picard and Tomalak, the Romulan captain of his ship there, and that's a great interaction. I believe the actor's name is Andreas Katsoulis. He's not with us anymore. He was also be in Babylon 5. It's Jakar, great actor. But so there's another several episodes. I think the best episode that deals with the interaction of Vulcans and Romulans is Unification, and that's where we have Leonard Nimoy coming back as Spock. Also Mark Leonard as Spock's dad. Amazing performance. I rewatched it a couple days ago, and Mark Leonard as Sarek, as his dad, is just amazing. Should have got the Emmy. And then we've got Denise Crosby coming back, not as Yar, but as her half Romulan daughter, Sela. And of course, like the clip, she hates Romulans. I hate the logic. So there's a really good example, I think, of that interplay and that, cross-pollination between Romulans and Vulcans and Americans and Brits. Now, of course, the parallels aren't strict, but I like to see that, we came from this country and we're sort of loose and emotional, and they're kind of repressed, or a little bit more their emotions internal, and we wear them on the sleeve, right? So, what do you think? Leave some comments. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.